it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today for another Top Tip Tuesday. This is going to be a slightly different Top Tip Tuesday because I'm actually going to make a project. So you'll get to see some actual crafting on a Top Tip Tuesday. I'm going to be talking about the Feels Like Frost suite, which I love. It is gorgeous. It is just amazing. And I'm already on my, I've ordered my 4th pack of paper. Just saying. So, what is there in the suite? We have got a stamp set, frame, frosted frames, dies, the most amazing paper, gorgeous ribbon, shimmer crystal effects, sparkle glue stuff, and stamping glitter. But it's something else again. And my top tip for today, because it is Top Tip Tuesday, is how to attach or how to have glitter on your projects. So let's have a look at what I have made, and then we will talk about how I did it. Oh, I must just show you this though. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just lovely. It's Seaside Spray in silver and it's yummy. Oh, and because we don't use them in the project, the dies are, so none of the dies actually die cut any of the images in the stamp set other than the sentiments, but you've got this lovely frame with floral attached. You've got a stitched frame as well, and separate florals and some separate snowflakes. So it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I did a project, oh, I'm kind of losing where we are in the weeks now. I did a project, I think it was the back end of August, which was featuring all of the papers, and I used the dies on that. But if you search for Feels Like Frost on my website, you will find it. It was a blog hop. So those are the dies. This is the project that we're going to make. It uses just 2 inches of paper. And you kind of want to use as little as possible because it's gorgeous. Let me show it to you. So we've got snowy, I'll show you the other sides in a minute. They are photorealistic because they are actual photos that have been turned into paper. They are, oops, upside down. They are absolutely stunning. So these are going to be great for Christmas, yes, but also for winter birthdays. We don't need to just think about Christmas. This is the paper that I'm using today. This is just divine, and look at that. This would go into spring very, very easily. But the reverse sides are foil. So these could really be used for any project. Maybe that one's just Christmas. That one's not really snowflakes, but certainly you could use them for non-Christmas. And then, of course, the one we're using today, which is definitely snowflakes. But yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous papers. But I'm not using a whole piece today, so that's all right. So what I have got here is a 2-inch strip that I've then cut Pretty Peacock and Purple Posy cardstock. Let me tell you the colours that are in the paper because it is quite a surprising list. So we've got Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Highland Heather, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, Purple Posy, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, Smoky Slate, and it's on a Whisper White base. So I've picked out the Purple Posy and the Pretty Peacock for this card, and I'll be using the same for the one we're going to make together. And I'm using lots of different sorts of glitter to really spruce it up. So on this one, I've used the ice crystals, ice glitter, yes, ice stamping glitter, which is quite a large, it's actually see-through, but it's a large piece. Then I've also got the shimmer white embossing powder, which was new in the annual catalogue and is divine. That's what I've used on the background, just to bring the Whisper White up a step, because this is plain Whisper White cardstock that I've just stamped and embossed, and it is gorgeous. So this is just the crystal, ice crystal, why do I keep calling it crystal? The ice stamping glitter. And I'm going to show you how to do that, and also how to use the Dazzling Diamonds. I have drawn some of the glitter paint onto, or glitter glue, onto a piece of card, but I don't think you're going to be able to see. It has got glitter in there, but it's so small that I don't think you're going to be able to see it. So I'm avoiding this one for the moment. I think I need to get a bit further down the tube, but what you can see is that it is proud. At least I hope you can see that it's proud. This is the offcut from this card, but it is raised, so that's quite nice to know. Okay, so let me show you how I have attached the glitter. Oh, and this is the stamp set, so I'm using this stamp for the background on the Whisper White card. It's really very simple to attach the glitter, but I think that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be shown how to do it. So I'm using the fine tip glue. I don't use a huge amount of fine tip glue. I've been a demonstrator for just over 3 years now. This is my first pot of fine tip glue. Part of the reason I don't use a lot of it is because I find it quite difficult to get the nozzle back in. So yeah, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Right, what you do need is something to catch your glitter on. So I'm going to bring in a very scrappy piece of paper because we will need that in a moment. So unscrew your lid, clean the top of your lid, that's disgusting. There is a pin that goes in to keep the inside clear, but you do need to keep the outside clear as well. So I'm going to attach the Dazzling Diamonds first, and then I'm going to attach some of the new ice glitter. And all I'm doing, and I'll be doing the same for the ice glitter, is just draw a thin line of the glitter onto where I want it to be. And all I'm doing is following the needles of the pine tree. So nothing complicated, just adding those as I go. So I keep my Dazzling Diamonds in a pot. I don't keep anything other than embossing powder really in a pot, and I haven't gotten a pot for my sparkly embossing powder yet, so I must do that. So I'm just going to dabble that over the top and then flick it quite reasonably to get rid of any loose bits, because it really loves static, so it will attach itself to the card and then just fall off at the most appropriate moment, you know, when you're wearing your black velvet trousers or something like that. So that is the Dazzling Diamonds attached and is gorgeous, but we're going to attach some of the ice glitter as well. So I'm going to come back in and do that. Now I did try doing it the other way round, so doing the ice first and the glitter afterwards. Either works perfectly well, so there is no right or wrong way of doing it. Just doing it is the right thing to do. And I think there we'll have quite a nice splodge of the ice crystals. And then to get the pin back in, you just simply, she says, this is the bit I find really difficult because my eyes are not that brilliant these days. There we go. You just pop the needle back in and it seals it up. So some of the ice, and just hold a bit that I haven't put glue on, and again just sprinkle it over. It's a bit like caster sugar. It's that sort of consistency, whereas the Dazzling Diamond is more like icing sugar. This is more like caster sugar, granulated sugar or caster sugar. And so there we go. And then this is much easier to get back in the pot because it is a larger crystal. And there we go. Pop the lid back on. And this will need to dry for quite a while because the fine tip glue can take a while to dry, but hopefully you can I pick up the light? I'm hoping I can. Certainly it will be easier on the finished piece. So we need my card blank, which of course, knowing me, I have buried. There we are. One card blank, and I need a piece of scrap paper to pop behind, and a piece of scrap paper to cover my crease. First thing I'm going to do, because I'm going to be heat embossing, is embossing buddy. Whenever you're using your heat embossing, get your embossing buddy out, and you know, be reasonably liberal with it, so that you know that you haven't got any static. I keep mine just like that. It's there all the time, and because I keep my Versamark upside down, it just sits in the dip. And then I'm just going to ink up, and I know I need a fat piece there and a thin piece there. So let's start. And this is why I've got this in place, because I don't want the Versamark to go over the back of the card, because I don't want the embossing powder to stick to the back of the card. And I am turning this round as I stamp, because there is a pointy bit and a not pointy bit, and you can get them to sort of nestle between each other. There we go. And then just down the side, I'm just going to use this long piece and just come down and fill the side. And just a tiny bit at the bottom, just in case. There we go. Clean that in a moment. So that is everything stamped. Now I'm going to get rid of this piece of paper because it's got Versamark ink on it, so embossing powder will stick to it. And I'm going to come back in with my original piece of paper, which has got cupcakes on it. Don't ask me why, it was a previous project. And I'm just going to liberally pop embossing powder over where I've stamped, tap off a little bit to begin with, then turn round and pop more on the other side where we've stamped, and again tap off. And now, I don't think I got it everywhere. There we are, that's better. Did I get everything? Yes, I did. And now I'm going to turn it right over and just tap the back to get any loose bits off. And I'm going to pop that to one side while I pick this up and pop it back in my pot. And as I say, I need to get another click pot to pop that in, and also the black. The black is stunning. I mean, this is stunning, but the black is just stunning. I have inevitably got glitter everywhere now, but there we go. Okay, so that is ready to heat emboss. So I'm going to bring in my trusty cheese board. Wouldn't be me without my trusty cheese board when I'm heat embossing. And just heat that. So as I say, this is all about how to apply sparkle, because we're coming into Christmas, so we need to know how to apply sparkle. And as always with heat embossing, you want to start getting it melting and then move on. It's not quite as easy to see when it's gone with the sparkle, but in real life it's a little easier than I think it is on camera. Okay, and then this side. And there we are. Now you'll notice that my card hasn't really buckled at all. That's partly because it's the thick Whisper White, but also because I use this. This has now got quite warm. It reflects the heat back, so it does help to keep it reasonably flat. It's not perfectly flat, but it's a lot better than it would be. So let's fold our card in half, and from the back, burnish that, because we obviously don't want to rub off our heat embossing. And then I've already prepared this one with both a mixture of the Dazzling Diamonds and the ice. And it is gorgeous. Can you see that? Is it glistening? I hope it is. I really hope it is. Can I get it better? I don't know. I have a very small screen that I can see through, so it's quite difficult for me to tell. So I'm going to pop it so that it's down there. So I need to know where the bottom is. So I'm just going to, just with a thumbnail, or fingernail, just make a bit of a dent there so I know where the bottom is. Because I'm then going to come in with my liquid glue, so my Tombow. And I've used Tombow on all the layers. I've used Tombow on the paper and on the 2 card layers. If you're reasonably gentle with the amount that you put on, it's fine on the paper. And then just pop that down. And then from the back, press, put my lid back on. And then I'm going to grab a big pair of scissors. You can use your snips, but I'm going to use my big pair of scissors. And then just from the back, cut along the base of your card. Now you are going through 2 layers of card and a layer of paper, but it's quite a good way of getting a straight edge, and then it's a nice straight edge there. So that is our finished card. Obviously you can put a sentiment on, you can maybe use one of the die cuts for that. But yeah, I just thought it would be nice to see all of the different glitters that we've got and how to really stretch this paper. 2-inch strips, so that's 3 cards out of 1 piece of paper. It's gorgeous! Look at that glitter! So this one has got Dazzling Diamonds and the ice. This one's just got the ice, and they both got the heat embossing. Gorgeous. And then this is the one that I did with you, and that's lots and lots of lovely glitter. It's amazing. I love it. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching. Do remember, if you're in the UK and would like to shop with me, I would be thrilled if you would do so. There's a link to my online store below and over on my website. There's a host code. If you use the host code, you get to share in the host rewards each month. I just split them by the number of people who have used the code and send out some free product, as well as a thank you card and gift. If you want to see close-ups, sorry, my brain has gone. If you want to see close-ups, they will be over on my website, which is also linked below. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more and you don't already subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, which is in the bottom right-hand corner. And do remember, if you want the best value in the catalogue, you need to get that starter kit and try it out. £99 for £130 of product, or equivalent in Europe. If you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, you can join my team. Already got European team, so you will not be alone if you're in Europe. And we would love to welcome you. Thank you very much indeed for watching today, and I hope to see you again soon.